Hey guys! Let's talk opera stuff. Two things you gotta know. I'm crazy about film, and I'm crazy about opera. You know who also loves opera? Hollywood. So let's get started fleshing this thing out. Today, we're talking about the iconic 1990 film, Pretty Woman, and Giuseppe Verdi's timeless opera, La Traviata. So how are these two related? Well, remember that sequence from Pretty Woman, where a slightly pretentious Richard Gere takes Julia Roberts to the opera? That opera was none other than La Traviata. Pretty Woman is actually pretty unique because it uses La Traviata as a counterpoint to emphasize some of its own themes. So let's go a little bit deeper, shall we? You may not know what La Traviata is about, so let me break it down for you. La Traviata begins with a courtesan named Violetta. She's been sick, but she feels better, so she throws a party. This dude named Gaston comes to the party, brings a +1 Alfredo, who is actually obsessed with Violetta. They've never actually met, but Alfredo corners her and is like, "I'm in love with you, seriously." And she's like, "Right." But then she thinks about it. Violetta and Alfredo are living together in the country, and they are super happy. Like, Violetta, she's never been so happy. But then Alfredo's dad comes to see Violetta, and he's like, "This is super awkward. Your thing with my son, it's jeopardizing my daughter's marriage, so I want you to break up with him." And she's like, no. But then she thinks about it. So she breaks up with Alfredo, and Dad's like, "Dang, that girl's really generous." She goes to a party in Paris to, get over the biggest heartbreak she's ever known. And surprise, Alfredo's at the party, and he thinks that she's there to fool around with this guy. So he goes up to her and throws money at her feet and says, "Thank you for your services." And she's like, "You know it wasn't like that." So eventually Alfredo finds out about the sacrifice Violetta made for his family and goes to see her, but she's dying of tuberculosis. They make up, and she dies minutes later. So there are a few parallels between Pretty Woman and La Traviata. Primarily, they're both prostitutes with hearts of solid gold. And this looks familiar, right? On the surface, Pretty Woman may present a romanticized version of prostitution, but a grim reality nudges at the corners of the film, where murder and violence are just another part of the day. Throughout the film, mention of fantasy and dreams are a constant reminder that the love story unfolding is the stuff of fairy tales, not reality. And this is where La Traviata comes in. The film uses La Traviata as a tool to remind us that in fictional portrayals, a prostitute's life often ends in tragedy. So by continually checking our expectations, the filmmakers make the highs of this film that much higher, the sweetness that much sweeter, and the jokes that much funnier. And wow, you get the picture. So why is Richard Gere a total a-hole? Let me give you a hint. He takes a prostitute to see an opera about a prostitute who dies, tragically. He must have thought, prostitutes, prostitutes, prostitutes. Which operas have prostitutes in them? Opera has lots of loose women, but prostitutes. La Traviata. Let me get on a private plane and take her to that production. I mean, it's not even convenient, guys. I'm sure something lovely was playing at the LA Opera, like frickin' La Boheme or something. So, let me know what you guys think. Is Richard Gere's character a jerk or not? Let me know if you liked the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you around.